go here. Hey, we're live. What's going on, Eric? How are you?
Hey, excelente. How are you this fine Monday?
I am in a really, really, really good mood, and I can't explain it, so don't ask. It's just, and have you ever seen me in a bad mood? To be fair, have you ever seen me in a bad
Not
mood?
really. Yeah.
No,
You're
no.
just in an elevated good mood today.
There's a lot of good things to talk about,
Yeah.
and I'm really, really excited about this this conversation because I think it's so powerful. A lot of people are really kicking rocks right now. They're kicking their dog. They're going, man, this is the pits. This is the pits. This is the pits. And the market, I mean, there's a lot of blame going around. But today we're not talking blame. We're talking about actionable items that people can take to really start shaking the trees and finding business right this very moment.
Well, here's what I love about this topic too, Tommy, because I think you're right. I think mindset's a challenge. Anytime there's transition or conditions change, I think our own mindset, especially being individual business owners, entrepreneurs, and depending on what culture people are part of, right? Which is why we do this community, so people have a place to belong to, and we've got a lot of access for people to plug into some great resources and great leaders. But it's all about what we focus on. And I think if we focus on what we can control, what we do have, if we focus on the process over outcomes and just creating consistency and actually doing it, and then we focus on just showing up, right? Like showing up as our best self. And that's what I love about this is it's accessible to anybody. It's no cost or low cost. It just requires some effort and a willingness to put yourself out there and to share some things that are relevant to people.
Right. No cost. It costs you no money to do what we're going to show you.
Yeah.
It's going to cost you. I suggest some tools, but these tools are less than $10 a month.
Right.
And you can make unlimited amounts of content. And, everybody wants to be the people that they see on TV, that they see on Discovery Channel. You want to be, I don't want to be, what is it, selling sunset? I don't want to sell homes in California. I just don't. But everybody wants to be that. We have tools in front of us where we can absolutely be in front of people. One of the great things that I love to tell people is you're only 60 seconds away from your next buyer, 60 seconds away from your next listing. And that's totally true.
Yeah.
Short form video is 100% the vehicle that's going to get you on the road to be found.
Yeah. Most watched form of media right now.
It really is. It is. And we're going to talk through some things. So Eric yesterday, a little back channel story. Eric yesterday sent me some short form videos, and it was awesome. It was awesome. I'm in the middle of editing them for some email content. And the beautiful part about short form video is there's a lot of, and I'm writing a book right now. I'm writing a book, and I was hitting a stumbling block. And I went to my business partner and said, Mike, I'm hitting a stumbling block. And he said, well, then just make videos. Just tell your story through short form video, and then we'll transcribe it.
Yeah.
And it like hit me like an egg in the face. I go, you're kidding me. This is so simple. It is so simple. Everybody can talk. Everybody's got a story to be told. You just have to do it. You just got to press play.
Well, and here's the thing. They have a story that matters because everybody's experience is unique. The way that people communicate it is unique. Their personality is unique. Their perspective is unique. And that's going to resonate with the right people. And
that's exactly right. There's lots of string instruments, but different instruments have different lengths of strings. They resonate, as you just said, differently. And a whole orchestra with just one violinist isn't an orchestra.
Right.
There's a lot of work out here. I know people who don't think that's true, but there's a lot of work. You just have to differentiate yourself. You have to be different. And how are you going to be different? You're going to be different by picking up your smartphone, turning on the camera, talking, and we're going to talk through some of these things. And
well, here's the interesting thing too. The number one differentiator that we have is being ourselves.
You're absolutely correct. The number one differentiator is being ourselves. And that's what, people say, well, I'm looking for somebody. I'm looking for my person. What a better way to be found as a person through the videos. Because have you ever met someone who's met you through social media and never, well, you and I, we kind of met through social media. We met through a friend and we had talked remotely, but it wasn't until we met. And then you realize, wow, the person in the videos is exactly the same as he is in person.
Yeah.
And that's the way you want it to be. You absolutely want it to be that way.
Yep. Well, let's jump in, Tommy. I'm ready to learn about short form video.
And I'm ready to teach you about short form video. I love this slide because it is so telling. And I'm going to read it, and it's so worth it. And it kind of needs to be ingrained in your psyche that Steve Jobs said, the most powerful person in the world is a storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, the values, and the agenda for an entire generation to come. And I think this is another one of those things go kind of whack you in the head and go, you're so right. I mean, Eric, are there people on Instagram or TikTok that you follow in the real estate space?
There are, for sure. I don't spend a lot of time on TikTok, but I do slip on the IG once in a while and follow.
Okay, so you're on Instagram and you follow these people, and some of them might be up and comers. Some of them might be like the Glenda Baker types. They might be Gary Vaynerchuk. But the difference is these people are putting themselves out there. They're picking up their phone, they're speaking into the phone, and they're sharing their knowledge. They are the storytellers.
Yep.
And they're setting the vision. Just wanted to bring that up because that really fits well with our slide here. Okay. So short form video. Short form video is a total snack. It's just a little 60-second nugget of information. Many people stumble on this point. They say, well, why do I need to do that? Well, why, I don't have any content. And they're completely, the start stops them.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
But we have to remember, not everybody, and everybody thinks, well, oh my gosh, I have to do an Albert Einstein. I got to do PhD work. No. Don't do PhD work. Do kindergarten work. Not everybody know. Remember, you're the smartest person in the room. These people don't necessarily know everything about this. They don't know all the ins and outs of the real estate industry. They don't know all the first-time home buyer questions. They don't know about inspections or what due diligence means. We're in a term soup here in the real estate industry. If you share this information and you educate people, people want to be around the educators that are fun and make it fun and break down barriers. And you have 60 seconds to do it.
There's a lot of conversation about adding value, and that's almost like overused phrase now. And I mean, that's a phrase I use too. So I'm not casting judgment on anyone, but the best way that we can add value is just to be a constant contributor. And that's what this allows us to do.
You're 100% right. Constant contributor is huge. Being able to, when you think about some of your favorite teachers, they had personality and they broke down barriers. Mm-hmm. As a real estate agent, you are taking your buyers or your sellers by the hand, say, hey, I'm going to take you through this. I'm going to help you through this process. Hey, wait a minute, there's a pothole, but I got you. Hey, wait a minute, there's a speed bump. I got you. You're taking them through this process, and now people can learn from you even before they meet you. Hey, I really like that guy. Oh, hey, that guy's bilingual. Oh, hey, he knows this area. He knows Chandler. He knows what Santan Village is. He knows where Tempe is. Wait a minute, this guy knows that area perfectly. He knows where all the brew pubs are, or he knows where I can get good chicken wings. It seems silly and stupid. Well, why would a real estate agent want to know about that? If I'm going to live here, I want to know what my neighborhood's like. I want to know what my peeps are going to be like.
Yes.
This is how you do it. And we're talking super, super kindergarten, but that's where you got to start. And I like this slide. You know, everyone says, well, why? Well, first of all, increased exposure for free. Gary Vaynerchuk's new book, which I highly recommend, is talking about social media is free. And he basically calls us all idiots for not using it because it's free. Why would you not?
Day trading attention, by the way, right?
I'm sorry?
It's called day trading attention, right?
That's right. Day trading attention. It's fantastic. I'm listening to it right now, and I highly recommend listening to Gary's book. I mean, reading it's important. Don't get me wrong, but when you listen to it, he has a lot of moments. I'm going to go off script here. I'm going to go off script, and he gives you added information, which I just love. So this is going to increase your exposure. It's going to build some trust, because who doesn't love a little extra trust? And then it's going to enhance your brand. It's going to add personality. Nobody wants to have a dead fish lead you through one of the biggest, scariest processes of your life. Moving homes, finding a piece of property. That's a scary process. But you are, Eric, you're a Sherpa. When you're walking someone through one of those luxury properties, when you're showing them the vision of what you can do with this, okay, this home needs a little bit of work, but you know what? If you knock down this wall, if you do this here, you can change some countertops here. If you help them see, if they're falling in love with it and you help them add that love to it, that's proof. That's part of the process.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're going to talk about what platforms are you using and why those platforms, because the platforms matter. And so we're going to start with a story. So everybody remembers when Snapchat came on the scene, at least I do, and it was such a big deal. Okay, you're going to create a video and it's going to die after 24 hours. Well, then Facebook decided to get on board and they created stories. And then since Facebook and Instagram are brothers and sisters here, they're the same family. Mm-hmm. Now Instagram has stories. Then TikTok came on board, and TikTok really changed everything. And we need to focus on the bottom row of items here. And here's why. I only have about 1,500 TikTok followers. Yet I've had videos perform significantly higher, upwards of, on their way to 750,000 views for a video that only had 1,500 followers. TikTok has what we're going to use in quotes is an algorithm. They're going to show a video to some people, little beta test. If those people are favorable, then it's going to show it to more people and more people and more people. And so what happens here is unlike Snapchat, Facebook stories, and Instagram stories, when you post it to TikTok, then the world is your oyster. If it's good stuff, potentially millions of people will see it. So then Facebook and Instagram decided, hey, we're going to create Reels. Mm-hmm. And then YouTube decided, hey, we're going to create YouTube Shorts. And all these platforms allow somebody with only one viewer, one follower, to completely go to the moon. You create great content, and these platforms will share it all over the globe. Mm-hmm. All over the globe. So that's why it's so important. So for a second, we're going to talk about the difference between posts and reels and stories and shorts. So, Eric, you have one follower. I have one follower on Facebook. When I make a Facebook post, only one person sees it. When one of your followers engages it, now your one follower sees it and my one follower, so we've kind of doubled the audience there. The same is with Instagram and Facebook stories. Only your sphere of influence is going to see it. That's it. But when you post it on Facebook and Instagram Reels or TikTok or YouTube Shorts, now you're getting recommendations. Now, when somebody watches it and spends more time interacting with it and leaves a comment on it, now there's more people. The algorithm's going to see, wow, this is hot stuff. Now I'm going to send it around the horn. Now I'm going to make sure that person was going to only got one follower. You literally could have tens, hundreds, if not millions of views on a video with only having one follower or subscriber. That right there is the magic. That's the secret sauce. Mm-hmm. And everybody should be tripping over themselves to start doing this. Absolutely, for this reason alone. Now you can be found. Now you become that YouTube star without actually having to have hundreds and tens of thousands of followers.
That's cool, Tommy.
Oh, way cool. Way cool. Okay. So we talked about this one. Now, people don't understand this, but YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. And then you're saying to me, okay, so what? Big deal, Tommy. Who cares? You should care. And the reason you should care is because you're going to be found doing this. And what's interesting is I want to go back to this slide here is people are going to say, well, why don't I just put it on YouTube? Why don't I just put it on TikTok? Well, everybody digests their content in a different way. And, that's why there's country and western station, there's pop, there's new age. XM satellite radio would really be the pits if there was only one station. No, I want to listen to Grateful Dead 24/7. No, I want to listen to Dave Matthews Band 24/7. I said that one for you, Eric, just for you. And no, I want the Rush channel. No, I want Classic Rewind or whatever it happens to be. People have different platforms and different channels. And to prove the point, I've uploaded the same video to different channels. Some channels, the video went to the moon. Some channels, it only got, 5 or 10,000 views. It's different. Everybody is different. And everybody has different preferences. So you can't just say, well, I'm just going to upload it to Facebook. No. You gotta broaden your horizon. I'm glad you do upload it to Facebook, and I'm glad you're doing it, but you have to do it on lots of different channels. Okay. Now we're going to talk about our 6 steps to success. And this is so brilliant, so perfect, and I'm thankful for this. But step 1 is research. Okay. Now, I don't know if you guys knew this, and we don't have enough time to really drill into this, but I don't know if you guys knew this, but when you search for something, if you scroll down, you're seeing a real-time result of what other people are searching for at that moment. So I put in the search term, do I need a home inspection? And then you scroll down, it says, are home inspections required in Indiana? What is the point of a home inspection? Well, the 5 very important things that are inspected in a home inspection. Are home inspections required in Colorado? And what's cool is you can click on these, click that drop-down arrow, and you can start going deeper and deeper and deeper. So when someone says, I don't know what to talk on, I immediately say, oh boy, you didn't even looked. Google's telling you what to talk about right here.
Mm-hmm.
Simple stuff. You can get more things to talk about than you can have time to talk about them.
Yeah, I love this tool, Tommy. So you're saying basically I'm just going to put a search topic in Google, and then I'm going to scroll down to the people also ask, and that's going to give me my topic list for
Correct.
videos.
And the beautiful part about this is because people are asking this, that means your video has the chance to be found in that search result if it's on YouTube.
Relevant.
And so you would want to put our home inspections required in Indiana, our home inspections required in Arizona, and you now start answering questions. You now become the thought leader. You're differentiating yourself from every other Tom, Dick, and Harry real estate agent. You're now the person who's got the answers. And it doesn't make any difference if the answer's right. It doesn't make any difference if the answer's good. The fact of the matter is you're making an attempt to answer it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you want to give good information, but nobody really, quite honestly, no one even cares. They just want an answer. And you're giving it an attempt, and you're making it fun. You're streamlining the process, and you're showing people, hey, wait a minute. This guy knows what he's talking about. Bam. There you go. There you go. Okay. So first two is a little bit of research. We got our question. Now we need a hook. We only have 60 seconds to deal with, and 60 seconds sounds like a short time. But when you're doing this, and Eric, you'll attest to this, I know you will, 60 seconds is long. It really is.
Yeah.
It's long. And because I do so many videos, I'll go, 32 seconds. I wasted time. But that's okay. You're going to get better. The one thing I want to tell everybody who's watching, just do it. Don't post every video. Nowhere does Tommy say you need to post every video. You need to be making videos, but don't post every one. Post the good ones, learn from your mistakes, but keep doing it. Keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. Okay.
Even if we don't think the video's good, if we have relevant content, I think we post some of those too, Tommy, honestly, because that's the point.
Absolutely.
Put it out there.
This is a craft, and a carpenter doesn't get good at first. A carpenter is good is rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat.
Yep.
So keep doing it, and post it. Remember, the world isn't perfect. People will learn how you handle mistakes. Hey, you know what? And if you flub up, take a deep breath, start again, edit it out. There's great editing tools. We'll talk about those at the end. But you know what? Just take one of the videos I was editing for you yesterday. I listened to it. Well, he said that before. Oh, no, he started and he said it again. Okay, we're going to cut the front part out. No problem. It's easy. It's easy to edit with some of these free tools, but you have to start with a hook. You got to hook them. Hey, guys, I got some great tips. Hang on. Here we go. You want to, and by having a good hook, you're showing yourself as an authority because you don't want them to scroll away. You don't want them to click off it. This might be controversial. This might be, I'm going to show you some of the top 5 reasons to live in Appleton, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you the best reason to live in Gilbert, Arizona. It's not the heat. That's not the best reason at this moment. At this moment, I'm sure it's not. I saw 3 digits. You guys are in the 3 digits right now. Ooh-wee. Nelly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Okay. So you got a hook. Then you got value. And I'm scrolling through some stuff for time. Anybody who asks will get a copy of these slides. I'm not gatekeeping a bit. I just want to make sure we get you some value. So you got a hook and you got a value. Help them solve problems. Your hook was, hey, top 5. I'm going to tell you the top 5 reasons to live in Gilbert, Arizona. Reason number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. That's the meat and potatoes. That's the value. So add some value here. Then you want to have a call to action. Hook, value, call to action, end of video. You want them to like you for more. They want to, maybe you want to comment, hey, what's your favorite spot in Tempe, Arizona? What's your favorite spot in Salt Lake City? Have you been to this, Mr. B's Brew Pub? Have you been to this children's museum? Tell me what your favorite thing is. What's your favorite drink at Buc-ee's? Whatever it happens to be, you want them to engage, because the more they engage, remember, when they're commenting, that video's playing. That video might play through 2 or 3 more times while they're typing their comment. You want them to comment. You absolutely want them to comment. Okay. Now, hashtags. A lot of people stress over this. If you're stressing on this, post it without it. I've had videos go nuclear with no hashtags. I've also had posts do nothing without hashtags. But certainly, this is a strategy, 3x3 strategy. Who's it for? What's it about? And what's your pain point that you're solving? Don't let the hashtags stop you. Just post it with a good title. But if you want hashtags, there's how you do it. Here's a cool little ChatGPT thing that you can copy and paste with the title of your video directly into ChatGPT to help you get hashtags. If you want it, you can copy and paste this, send it out, bam. Okay. Now, Eric, this is probably one of the best things that I'm going to say all day. I've said some amazing things, and I know it. Thank you. No applause, just money. But the biggest thing is you have to respond to every single comment. And it does 2 things. Every time you respond to that comment, that person gets notified and goes back, potentially doubling your views on the video. And you want to respond with a comment that helps keep the conversation going. Don't say no, yeah, no, that, you want to say, hey, you didn't like that one? Tell me the name of a place you really did like. I'm sorry to hear that. I want to hear some about, you want to help them do more comments so the video is playing more and more and more. And responding to your comment, that easily doubles your engagement. That's a humongous thing. Always respond to the comments. Okay, we're in the home stretch here. 2 great apps. CapCut, which is free. They do have a paid tier, but the free version of CapCut is outstanding. And a piece of software called Captions, which is one of my favorite for putting captions. These apps now have desktop versions. There's iOS, Android versions. Great, great apps that can help you with your editing journey. Okay, a couple quick rules. No reason to introduce yourself. They know who you are. Always use captions, because more than 40% of people who watch short form video are watching it from their bed, their sweetheart's asleep, whatever happens to be. They're just scrolling. You got to have captions, and make sure to cut out all the pauses. Nobody has time for pauses. That will absolutely kill your video. It'll kill it. No one's got time to wait for pauses. Okay, here's a treasure trove of some great real estate type people and tools, tips and tricks for you with regard to creating short form video. Some great people to follow, some other tools and tips. Questions and comments here. Do we have any comments out in our digital land? Eric, this was fast and furious, totally fast and furious.
Yeah, that's what we're here for, man. Get in, get out, get people back to work.
That's right, and make great things happen. Make amazing things happen.
I appreciate the contribution, Tommy, today. That was really informative. I think it's something that's very doable. I mean, heck, if I can do it, anybody can do it. And I use CapCut. I use Captions. I'm recording video almost every day. And I'm a huge believer in it. So I appreciate you sharing the roadmap with us.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate that a lot. I really do. I do appreciate that.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next Monday. Level Up Coaching, 12 noon Pacific, every Monday. We'll be right here. Peace.
Thanks, Eric. Bye.